Welcome to World in 2 Minutes, keeping you up to date with the latest developments around the world. Let's take a look at this hour's top stories. The EU leaders consider to put on agenda some additional sanctions on Russia, which they think responsible from the continued destabilization of Ukraine and deepening military escalation in the eastern part of the country. Additional EU sanctions would aim at inflicting more economic pain in hoping to be able to change Russia's tough position regarding the Ukrainian Kondom. The Union leaders will also set to discuss possible further measures which could ameliorate the bad situation in Ukraine upon Ukrainian President Poroshenko's request on Saturday in Brussels. A deputy defense minister in Russia said the country is demanding to know why international investigators have yet to publish the black box data from a Malaysian airliner that was shot down over eastern Ukraine in July. Moscow blames Ukraine for the disaster, in which all 298 passengers and crew were killed. Ukraine says the Boeing 777 was shot down by pro-Russian separatists with a surface-to-air missile. Pro-Russian separatists are set to prepare a new fresh offensive near Mariupol, a key coastal city in eastern Ukraine. The EU leaders warned Putin and gave a week about new sanctions unless Russia curbs its vital support for the rebellious groups. President of the EU, Herman Van Rompuy, said on Sunday the EU agreed to take further significant steps if Moscow does not rein in its support for the rebels. Although health and university officials agree that the threat of the Ebola virus spreading at a college in the United States is small, some schools are taking absolutely no chances on college responses to the outbreak. A voluntary temperature check and discussion about the deadly disease will be conducted during yearly immunizations in a number of universities. For at least some of the colleges, the screening procedures seem to have as much to do with the calming nerves of parents as they do actually screening for Ebola, which has claimed more than 105,000 lives in its latest outbreak. And that brings us to the end of World in 2 Minutes. You can always log on to trtworld.com for the latest. Until we meet again, goodbye.